All right, we're back and we're continuing with Spring 18 Test 1. Spring 18 Test 1, Part 4. Here we're asked to draw stick figures for primary amides with the formula C6H13NO. So we have to know the minimum. The minimum involves a carbonyl and an N, and the N has no more bonds to C, or else it would be secondary or tertiary. And the minimum in stick figures is NH2 because you're not allowed to leave those H's off in nitrogen. You're allowed to leave H's off carbon, and that's it. And that's the number one mistake I see in all questions involving nitrogen. Students believe they're allowed to leave off the H's off the nitrogen, and they get hit with a 1/4 point off each time. I'm saying it. It's still going to happen. It frustrates me no end. The only H's you're allowed to miss on a stick figure are H's on carbon. So there's our minimum right there. We need a bunch of them. I don't think we're going to need 25. Need a little more space, though. We got a lot of carbons coming up. Let's get real bold here. Maybe that's enough, huh? 12, 16, sorry. So, how many more carbons do we need? We've drawn only one carbon. The question now is, I'm going to translate this question. We need 5 more carbons. How many pentyl groups do you know? 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't have enough room there, huh? Move it on over. I hope I went to share screen. I did, right?
Yeah.
Good. So right now I don't have 6, I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's one of our structures. We have another kind of pentyl called an isopentyl. 1, 2, 3, 4 with a V on the end. We have another pentyl called secpentyl. 1, 2, 3, 4 with a 5th one there. And then we have a tertpentyl. 1, 2, 3. 2 more here. And we have a neopentyl. Goes CH2, then a C chicken foot. And we have one that doesn't have a common name like these did. Pentyl, isopentyl, secpentyl, tertpentyl, and neopentyl. We have one that has 1, 2, 3, 4 with the 5th one there. And that's it. And let's see if we can do one that's both sec and iso. Yeah. That's another pentyl, isn't it? And in this one, I have to look back at the original question if I can find it. There it is. And it says, draw a stick figure for all carboxylic esters. And the next one was primary amides with a formula. It doesn't say anything about stereocenters, does it? So, some of these have stereocenters. And if it says draw, I could modify this question, but on the test, if I want you to show 2 stereocenters for 2 points, then I'll say draw all possible stereocenters. That would get you a few more points because 2 of these have a stereocenter. 3 of these have a stereocenter. This is a stereocenter here, and you could draw the R version and the S version, and they'd be different molecules. You've got that one. And if you want to draw the other isomer, oh, didn't move. You could just switch the H and the methyl. That's a nice trick too. But I don't think we're ready for that version of this question yet. You probably won't be doing it until next test. But I'll give you a little preview. And this one, you could draw the stereocenter like this. And its other version could have the H and the C switch. There's not other versions, people. Stereocenters have two choices, R and S. And this one's the same story. That's a stereocenter. Means you can draw an S version or an R version. I got some extra stuff, didn't I? Didn't get enough stuff. We'll see. Yeah, that's the one. And I would leave all these extra things here that don't get points. It's fine. Don't take time to erase stuff. You're not going to lose points for having those. And I believe we got them all. How many were there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's more reasonable. All right. Do you think I missed any? Can't put carbons anywhere else except on the carbonyl. And do we have any questions about this one before we switch to a new question after rendering this one?
Oh, no.
And that looks like a +3. I just want to make it very clear. For you this semester, we wouldn't encounter that until test 3. Because it helps if you know the words enantiomers and diastereomers before you get into that. And that you are not responsible for those words in any way, shape, or form until test 3. Okay? Or test 3. Now, what test are we doing on next week? Not test 2, test 1. So that will be coming up right after your test in test 2. All right. So I will stop and come back. This should be real fast. And we'll see you